What beer are you going to try next? I know what I'm going to try. It's beer time with the beer man. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Hope you're doing good tonight, today, wherever you're from in this world. So, as you all saw from the presentation, the introduction, whatever, it is a locals only day, or a local day, if you want to put it that way. I am basically just trying beers from our local area here. We've got several breweries here. One of them is Fort George Brewery.
Very good beers.
I really enjoy and have enjoyed their beers since I've lived in Oregon, in this area. So, this is something new that I found over at Fresh Foods in Cannon Beach, South Cannon Beach, Oregon. I went in there and I was just in awe. I posted a video of it earlier because I was just like, I couldn't believe the amount of different beers. You know, like you get used to seeing certain beers, but then you see another store that has other different beers and you're like, what have I been missing here? So it's really good to go to different places, and that's not to say anything bad about any other place. I just think it's cool that there's variety, that I can go somewhere else and they might have something different that I might have had in mind, or whatever for the day. So thank you for that, Fresh Foods. But I found this over there, and they had it over at Seaside Wine and Beer House as well. I ended up getting beer from there because I've never been to Fresh Foods, and so I figured I'd get some beers there, and ended up getting this there. Skies of Wonder, as you saw in the intro, it's an 8.7% Imperial IPA, or I guess it would be considered a double IPA. But they are out of Astoria, Oregon. Their brewery is right across the bridge from us, north of us. So let's go ahead and open this up. 8.7, man. Super nice. Oh wow, it's real milky hazy. Get some of that. Oh god, I can smell it. I know, it smells good. Like, kind of fruity. It does have mosaic in it, so that's kind of a nice one. Look at how milky, creamy that is, though. It's just lovely. Awesome. This is what I was wanting. I told my wife earlier, I'm like, I want to get a milky IPA. Like one of the milky looking ones. This is great. Oh man, I can't wait to try this. It's got a nice one finger head. The retention's quite nice. It's got a silky head too. It's real nice and tight. Let's see. I kind of filled it a little high. The lacing's very lovely. It stays on the side and just goes down real slow. It's really nice, real elegant beer. I don't know. You can't see through it at all. It's probably very yeasty, or maybe the malts they use. I don't know, but to make the cloudiness and stuff. Regardless of that, I know they did use wheat in this, so that's probably what's going on. A lot of it has to do with that. So let's try this. Let's smell it. Excuse me, first. Oh, whoa, dude! Like citrus and like weird tropical fruity kindness going on. Kind of a like a tropical fruit likeness going, like a pineapple, maybe even pineapple, or maybe some grapefruit in there. I want to say there's a little bit of a malt smell as well. I don't get a whole lot of like alcohol, like vapors or anything like that from the strength of it or anything. Just make sure you don't get it up your nose when you smell it. I was getting a little into it. Oh, now I can smell it real good. Yeah. It's got a malty.
Now that it's in my nose.
Now that it's in my nose.
Yeah. And then it's got that citrus kind of bite with the fruity edge as well. Let's taste this, man. Oh boy, oh boy. Sweet, and dries off at the end though, just well enough. Just as I was like, this is the kind of beer I like, where it's sweet enough and then it dries off at the right time. Very well balanced, awesome amounts of both hops and malts. You get a little bit of a fruity edge. There's a bit of wheatiness in there from wheat malts, barley malts. There's a whole variety of stuff. A big bouquet of difference in this of different stuff in this beer. It's awesome. I didn't mean difference, of different stuff. But it's got the right amount of crispy alcohol, carbonation. It's like perfect. It very perfect carbonation. It's mild but somewhat pointy or hot, but not too hot. You know what I mean? It's like perfect. It's like it doesn't prick your tongue or anything. It's just nice. God, like I want to say pineapple passion fruity. And that carbonation really lifts it well. And then it dries off at the end. A bit of a small amount of heat from the alcohol. But then again, I did have something hot earlier, so maybe I shouldn't say that. This beer is absolutely delicious. Yeah, so like this beer was like dead on perfect in my opinion. It's something I would enjoy. It's something I did enjoy and I will enjoy the rest of it. I'm very impressed with this beer and I would love to try it again when I go to their brewery. I am very excited to try it again. I definitely give this a 10. I am not lying. This is definitely like freaking awesome. So please try this when you go to Fort George Brewery. Come visit us over here in the Pacific Northwest area. And go to Astoria, Oregon. Notes. Well, first of all, they're at 1483 Duane Street in Astoria, Oregon. Zip code 97103. Go check out the brewery. They have brewery tours as well. They've got a whole barrel aging area, room where they barrel age. You can see it from the street. It's awesome. Their code name is Adore. Hops they use in this were Citra, Mosaic, Azaka, and Idaho 7. Malt is two-row barley, Pilsner, Carafoam, white wheat, flaked wheat, and oat malt. Which, that oat malt is definitely playing a good role in keeping this hazy. Along with the wheat, and the flaked wheat at that. Yeast they're using is called Juice. It might be their own. It might be something out there. I haven't brewed in a while, so I don't know. FortGeorgeBrewery.com is their website. Check them out. Follow them on Facebook. Just look up Fort George. Like them. Check them out. They only distribute beer locally, though. So I think in the... let's see what it says. Distribute only in the Pacific Northwest. So they have their range, but... that includes probably Portland and even Longview, Washington, somewhere, those areas. Maybe even Seattle. I imagine Seattle as well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. You'd have to ask them. But great. Awesome. These guys have great food. They have entertainment every Sunday night for free, like bluegrass and freaking probably some rock and pop and 80s music, whatever they do. I don't know. I don't go there on Sundays, so I know that last time I went there on a Sunday they did bluegrass, and it was freaking amazing. Cause I'm a deadhead. I like that kind of stuff, dude. Dudes, dudettes. All right, guys, guyettes, and girls and gals and all that stuff. I'm gonna wrap this up, but you guys, thank you so much for watching and for everything you do to support me. Thank you for your comments. Let me know if there's any beers I should try, maybe some bad ones. Let me know if some that maybe didn't taste good to you that you might recommend that I try and see how I react to them. I found a couple for this next coming week, so I'll be changing it up. There's a couple that I know I've tried in the past that I didn't like, so we'll see how it goes this time around. Alright folks, take care, have a good night, day, wherever you're from in this world. Peace. Cheers.